Hello, my name is Marco Liias. I'm a state representative from the 21st District in Edmonds, and this is today's Washington Whiteboard. I've introduced legislation to make Washington the first state to go coal-free by the year 2020. So this is our coal plant here in Washington. Here is its annual emissions of toxic pollution into the air. What is this toxic cloud composed of? Well, a lot of things, but first of all, it's composed of CO2, which we know is the #1 greenhouse gas that's causing global warming worldwide. 10.5 million tons of carbon dioxide emitted in this cloud from this one plant every year. That's 10% of all the emissions in the whole state. Next, we have mercury. Over 360 pounds of mercury are emitted from the plant every year. We know mercury is dangerous to children, to pregnant women, and to all of us, causing all sorts of horrible health consequences. We've got to clean that up. Then we've got lead. 10,000 pounds of lead are emitted every year in this toxic cloud. We get rid of that over time. And finally, arsenic. We know arsenic is dangerous to people. 6,600 pounds of arsenic in this cloud every year. So the first step is we're going to get rid of 25% of the emissions by the year 2014. That's this section here. We're getting rid of it. Then by 2017, we ask for a 40% reduction. So that gets rid of this next section here. And then the final emission reduction is that goal of 2020. We would get rid of everything else. So by the year 2020, all these emissions would be gone. So what are we going to do to replace it? Well, in the medium term, the next 10 years or so, we're going to replace it with natural gas. So either at Centralia or in other locations, we'll build compressed natural gas facilities that'll provide the power. In the long term, we know that we want wind power, we want solar arrays, and all sorts of clean, green, renewable power to replace not just the emissions, but the power that's generated. The final thing we're doing, because we know there are people that work at this plant, is we're investing $94 million into building sustainable jobs, housing, economic development in the community to help the community around the current plant transition to our clean economy, our clean energy future. So we're getting rid of these bad boys, we're getting rid of this toxic cloud, investing in green energy, investing in the community, coal-free by 2020. This is today's Washington Whiteboard.